for starting late. I was very, very busy with making my pie. Too much mental focus. They really gotta fix that fucking beta. Why do I have to put so much effort into being able to look at my stream? Why so much effort? God, that is so fucking good. What the hell? Sean! No, not the ads. I don't know why the shunt didn't go through. Might be because my computer is lagging behind this a little bit. How are you doing there, Zanny? I'll get some water in a second. There it is. But how are you doing there, Zenny? Hope you're doing good. And it looks like I'm going to have to lurk on someone's stream again. It always happens. So I can't see what you guys are saying for a sec. I'm just gonna assume that you guys are murdering each other and stabbing each other with knives, so. Very graphic, I know. My goodness, oh no, you guys are killing each other. Oh no! Anyways. Ooh, nice. Well, I hope that D&D goes well for you. I hope that it's consensual cuddling and that the two of you are enjoying your time. If it is. Look, I don't know about your personal life. You don't know me and I don't know you. I just wish the best for you, nonetheless. Probably didn't hear, but I made pie, so. It's consensual. Well, I'm glad the coloring is consensual. Memory size. Oh yeah. Look, it's a very important statistic. You never know when you need to show off your pecker, right? Also, ignore the fact that I'm Eggman. It's fine.
Mission selected. Powering up the drop pod. Get on board, team.
Oh, I got new skins. Blood Moon. Eh. Eh. Blood Moon's okay. So, my drone's at its max capacity. There's nothing else I can do to make my drone better. I guess it's just down to equipment. Yeah. No, that's maxed. That's maxed. That's maxed. 18, and then I can max out equipment. Again, I don't know your personal story. Just like you don't know how many women I've been with, alright? We all know that it's 0, but still, you never know. And who said I was assuming that you were the one causing it? You never know, there might be a she-devil out there. Or he-devil. Whatever you're into. I see. Well, tell them that I said hi. I see. Let's see. Roan's here.
We're sending you in deep, so be on the
That's why I'm
lookout.
getting so many.
Scanners
Oh wait, no, you
immediately
guys can see the screen.
to rich veins of morkite and gold further down. Bring it back, boys.
We just need to collect Morkite. Alright. This shouldn't be too over a mission. The other thing that we need to do is collect fossils, so that's gonna be interesting. Have you ever seen this game before, there's any? I actually find it quite fun. Let's see. Definitely has been a bit since I played, though.
Oh, the thorn!
Just spank that cord. Or on Xbox. I don't know about the cross-playability of the game. That wasn't the button. No. There we go. I found it. I grabbed my mine. No, I did not forget the drone again. You know how, like, you play, like, 7 different games, and then you forget the controls for every single one, eventually. I don't know how many games I play at this point, and I'm surprised that I remember so many movement stuff.
Prickly!
Pretty sure there was a role in the game where you could just dig better. I'm a little bitch, so I hadn't played by myself, so I had to use engineer, unfortunately. That's a fossil, you can't hide it from me. Hey, there we go. I remember that I had flares. Digger, yeah. His whole purpose on the team is just to mine. He has no other I think he might also get, like, the wall flares, but that's about it. Like, oh no, that's Scout. What else does he have? A rocket launcher, maybe? All I know that he Diggy Diggy Hole, indeed. The diggiest of holes. I can't believe that I thought of my pun for this stream so quickly. I actually surprised myself quite a bit with that. As you can tell, I like making jokes for all of my notifications. I mean, what would you rather have? A generic one that people see? Before a new guy, you come to try, fuck me, then go out, settle. Please don't touch my car no more. No more you, I become horny single guy. But yeah, I try and make all of my notifications unique. Like I said, if you guys are gonna see notifications, you may as well, like, have a small chuckle when you see it, instead of just like, yeah, no, he's just live today, that, whatever, no one cares. You know? I take content creation very seriously. Just like identity theft. Very serious matter. So many tentacles around. It's a shame we're not on Orange YouTube. Compliment myself? Ew, disgusting. I mean, oh no, wait. I'm thinking of a compliment for myself. What? He's very dedicated to streaming. Well, he does like lag behind sometimes. Like, forgets to stream sometimes. See, this is why I struggle like talking about myself, because I'm not very good at hyping myself up at all.
Platforms placed.
I don't know. Did I give a satisfactory one, or do you want me to try and find something else to try and compliment?
One platform ready to use.
Uh-oh.
I made
A real compliment? Nerd.
access provided.
I don't know. I don't usually, like, give myself compliments. If you can't tell. And no, it's not because I don't have low self-esteem, but honestly, they don't really help me all that much. Let's see.
Platform.
Compliments. I'm an okay chef.
Platform.
And being that I don't make inedible food, I guess. My art still needs a lot of work. Not the greatest animation or music. Dressed in the 80s. You're starting to see the issue of me of I don't know the best way to comp myself because I see so many of my own faults myself. I said I make edible food, which is a special skill nowadays. Not many people can do that.
Platform up. Platform.
Yeah, aside from the cooking, I can't really think of anything else I'm all that great at. Still working on trying to be able to do better voices. Oop. Oh! Sick. Bosco, where are you, bud?
You're cute, but you're dead.
Nice. Bosco? The fuck are you doing up there, Bosco? How do I pull him down? Oh.
Stick around.
Means forever. Hold on, let me check controls. Bosco. Uh-oh. I don't remember Bosco's... Oh, call Mule. There we go. C. Oh no,
Molly.
Mule was the one I was thinking of, not Bosco. Bosco's the drone.
We got an incoming swarm.
Ooh. Nitro's actually useful. Bismore is used for upgrades. Hey, mule.
On you.
Ooh, glad to finally toss it. Felt like I was carrying a dreadnought
Ooh.
on my back.
He's fucking lying to me. What the hell are these so-called bugs, huh? I like how I call for the bugs and they instantly appear. Do you want design mix? Those are... Oh, is that like the inventory units? Oh, the compliments thing? Yeah, no,
Good news, team.
I'm great at giving other people compliments when I try and think of them, but get me a compliment myself, I kinda suck at it. Fuck.
Here, have some extinction.
Let's see. Like I said, the only thing I could think of is that I'm okay at cooking. Which I guess to lots of people would not constitute as a compliment. Hi, Clips. How's it going? Just ripping and tearing. Well, the last part's a lie, but if I'm going to be forced into this, I, voiceover, am a great gamer, an amazing streamer, and an all-around great person. There you go, Bosco. Mine, Bosco, mine! How are you doing there, Eclipse? Hope you're doing good. Zenny's making me compliment myself for some reason. Very weird person. Passion, you bastard. Do I have to?
That'll leave a mark.
Fuck off, tentacles. By this. I'm not Eclipse, alright? I'm not into tentacle hentai. By this. I, voiceover, am a great gamer, an amazing streamer, an all-around great person. Satisfied? Ya bollocks. Come on, you bloody bastard. Climb up the goddamn geometry. Better. Wait this. Fuck off, will you, tentacles? Wait this.
Platforms placed. Bosco, mine it.
You bully. Am I wrong? I'm sorry, there are clips. Am I wrong? I only speak in truths, alright? Generation 1. Partial credit.
Sticky,
Fucking
grenade deployed.
seen the type to be into tentacles, right? Like I said, tell me where I'm wrong, alright? Die, you fucking tentacle-like bastards. I don't swing that way. I'm a real man. You fucking idiots. What the fuck? Alright, you know what? I'm done fighting them. There's more kites down here. You're not helping. I think he's helping plenty. It may shock you guys to know I'm not the greatest at video games. I know, shocking with how well I seem to be playing this game right now. I'm not the greatest at playing video games. I just seem really good because it's in isolation. Also because on stream, I seem to get streamer luck constantly, so I'm almost never punished for the things I do on stream. Bloody bugs. You guys are probably wondering collecting Nitra. Nitra is a requirement for summoning equipment. Speaking of which, we might have to get more ammunition soon. Tell what people are into by working as a stripper.
I hear management's been trying to get a shipment of knee pads in.
Some targeted behavior I'm not a fan of. It's alright. We could talk about Glass's sausage again if you guys really want, but... Can you get that? No. How do I get you?
Platform.
Alright. So then I just gotta jump up to there. Like so? God, the platform gun is so broken. What the fuck? Is it versatile? No. But holy shit, like, look at that. It was on, like, a near vertical edge. And I was just able to just get it. Okay, I mean this way. We would never target you. Never. Let's see. Is there a different way around here? Might be a spot there. Never punch liars. Look, I rib everyone equally, alright? I don't care if you're a man, a woman,
I made a platform.
a different section of the LGBTQIA+, or if you're a tentacle monster, alright? I rib everyone equally. Some people are just easier to rib because they don't care as much like I do. Alright? And some people are just used to my ribbing, so I can go a bit longer ribbing them before they start getting uncomfortable. Well, I didn't know that you were off doing tentacle things with random people, you know. What's it like, dominating people who don't want to be dominated? Must be really tough for you. For having dignity and shame. Charme? Is that a French word? I don't know it.
One platform ready to use.
Could you use it in a sentence? Consensual non-con. Give some slack. Oh, sorry, I didn't know that you were consensual, tentacle. Usually the tentacles I need are non-consensual.
Got no flares ready.
You know, it's just like being a false Irishman. People just assume that you're an alcoholic. I mean, I do enjoy an occasional sip once a month, but wouldn't call that an alcoholic. Some of us set standards, others burned it at the stake. Look, there's a fine line between shame and pride. I fucking snorted the line, and then shout out 3 others, alright? Ow. That... I think I'm just getting myself even more lost. Like the comic! Oh, that's good. But...
Swarm spotted. Buckle up. Contact imminent.
Oh, what's that? Okay, so that's the path that I came in.
Swarm. I repeat, swarm.
Stay in school, kids. Don't do drugs. Watch twitch.tv/slash eclipse instead.
Red sugar.
Ooh. Come on, glowy ass, get over here. Bring it on, you bitch. Stay in drugs, kids. Never do school. For legal reasons. This is a joke, not a penis. Don't take it so hard. I love that line so much. You can hear me repeat it so often. It's so good. Watch instead. What? No, don't watch that guy. He's kind of a bitch who like constantly requires validation, you know? Kind of insufferable to watch if you ask me. Now, you'd be better watching Zenny Spender, you know? Much more enjoyable of a watch. Also, you guys shouldn't be able to spend money. Or shouldn't need to. Everything on my channel is free anyway. When life is hard, you just have to be harder. True. Get a full... I get full chunks whenever life gets hard. Gotta show life what for. Man, boys, why don't you have lots of female viewers? I don't know, it's probably because I keep making
Nice, but you gotta keep your eyes peeled.
lots of reproductive jokes.
It's trying to deflate me.
That's how you scare away women. Just start talking about genitalia. It freaks them out. Then they start thinking,
Pain.
this guy just never stops talking about penises. He must be absolutely tiny. Pull a 4 inches at least. Loop up before really fucking my ass. Have you gonna buy some condoms before we go home? With how much you've been fucking me? Oh man, I wish I remembered the actual Cartman joke. That one was pretty good.
Help me mind this.
Oh, it was buy me dinner first? That was the joke. I'm a very funny person that remembers every joke. I swear, I will figure out how to get out of here. I just got a tiny bit lost. It was a single line, then a double line, then double line again, and then for some reason, one line's been tilted. I don't know why. Mule, get to fuck down nearby.
Consider this. Legally speaking, rocking is more legal than stoning. Eh? Eh?
Let's see. I am I will say, I'm surprised that my VODs channel is actually 66-33 split. 33 being female. That actually surprises me. Considering the most viewed one is 444. Meaning, roughly around 100 people watching that video, 100 of those views on that video are female, which is ridiculous statistic to look at. I've found my way back up. More than likely bots, but I guess some people might actually not know that I set up a bots. Just in case, you know, some people can't actually make it to all of my streams, which is fair. So I just set up a bots that way people can watch my stuff without having to feel like they have to check every stream. I don't upload my art streams, mostly because I don't have a watermark for those streams, so...
I need thicker soles on my boots.
It's mostly for art protection reasons. Alright. Land on you.
Ouch! Ouch! Ouch!
Ow, fuck. Alright. You just show your picture to people and said you want. Oof. Jeez, that's actually really rough. Some people are fucking dickheads, honestly. Speaking of dicks. There we are.
Nitro's been withdrawn and supply pod is inbound.
Yeah, it gets worse. It always gets worse for some reason.
My poor feet!
Do not just fucking penetrate straight through me, you
Getting
bollocks.
supplies! Yes. Grabbing ammo.
Ooh. Fuck
At this rate,
creepy ass
I'll pop
people,
soon.
honestly. Yeah. Honestly, I would not be surprised if you got a restraining order on that man. Jesus Christ. I know I was a bit cringy back in the day, but I don't think I've ever done anything like that before. Holy. Let's see. Ooh. You got more kites.
Go! Get to work!
Go on, Bosco, get it for me. Ooh. We got another stone in here. Not that stone.
Deposit in the mule.
Oh, Morkite is full. Holy.
Rocks and stones may break my bones, but beer will never hurt me. Gee, I'm feeling poetic today.
Yeah, good old alcoholic dwarf. Let's see.
I'm full. Heading to the mule. Loot bug looted.
Alcohol is bad, kids. Stay sober. Yeah, don't become like Eggman here, alright? Don't take your drugs.
Definitely not made for walking.
Instead, you should donate directly to eclipse.twitch.tv.
If I had a credit for every time I deposited, I would be a rich dwarf. I can't carry anymore.
Let's see.
Manteras, a whole load of them, heading your way. Get
Ooh.
ready.
Manteras. Are they the weird drone things? Or the other ones? No, don't give me money. I'll just buy drugs and hookers with them. You definitely don't want to give me money.
See cover? The Manteras are here.
Oh. It's the flying things? Really? Is there like a worse version that I haven't encountered yet? Those bugs are like non-issues for me. Honestly, Bosco, you can deal with the rest of them. They're kind of pathetic. Excuse me? I said... Bosco, alright. I think you have some comprehension issues, buddy. I said kill the fuckers. Not... Oh my goodness, I'll just leave them alone, say attack voice while he's digging a hole. Ya bollocks. Alright, where's my gem in here?
The wave is significantly diminished. Well done, team.
What the fuck is my gem? There you are.
Don't let him flank you.
Bitch. Let me dig in peace, game. Play this. Alright. Mule! Here you go, buddy. Enjoy. Yeah, I will have streamed with Zen, but it seems we'll be taking a break from that this week. Tomorrow, we'll probably do Persona.
What kind of fiendish technology makes Molly constantly get in the way?
Then we'll see how much work I end up working on my model tomorrow and the day after on my own. Because there are some things I want to work on it. If I get enough done, I'll try and do animation on it. Oh, that's gonna be a bitch. Why not both? Illustrations. Because usually on Fridays we play...
Mine.
What's it called? 7 Days to Die? Unfortunately, Wub and Glass weren't gonna be here this week, so we decided to scrap that for now. Oh.
A few more of these and I'll bleed out.
Come on. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I did not pull down the hole. You cannot prove it. What was that climb? Oh my god. Let's see. That's all that.
Bosco, mine it.
Thank you, Bosco. Where's my mule? I keep forgetting that I have a platform. Look, it's not my fault that the game doesn't always make it clear that I have a platform that I can place down at any time. It does, but shut up.
Platform up.
Also, I believe that the double sentry is, like, the best upgrade for the sentry. Like, why would you not get double sentry if you can get it?
Help me
That's
mine
twice the killing. Also, when you pair it with the mines, you can basically, like, take care of everything forever. It's so much fun. Interesting. Don't ask how many hours I have in this game. It's more than 0. Alright, we are 1/3 of the way through this mission.
access provided.
Let's see.
Mine it.
Let's see. I don't know. What else do I talk about? Again, I don't know if you guys heard me, but I did make pie today. That was nice. It was chocolate lemon. And I used, what's it called? Yogurt for the mix. So it was like very, very thick. It's really nice. That's why my supper was kind of basic, of just being like a single chicken burger. I think the next cooking stream I do, I'll try and make bao buns again. Something this way. There's a hole. This way? How far away from here? Ow. The fuck? The hell was the slap for?
My suit integrity is ruined.
Oh. What are you? Interesting. If you can't tell, I have lots of fun when I play this game. What can I say? I like digging holes. Can't wait for someone to take that out of context. Voice, he loves holes. My goodness, you put a hole in front of this man, and he just goes ballistic. He just cannot get enough holes in his life. So deep in holes. It kind of just feels like home to me, you know. There's just a good rise out of just going deep inside so many holes and just being along for the ride, you know? The deeper the hole, the better, too. It doesn't really matter, like, how wide the hole is, you know? Everyone has, like, a different sized hole to deal with. But the deeper down that the hole gets, you know, gets really fun. You can't go down 2 holes at once, though. It gets really messy.
Swarm, it's a big one, team.
Ooh. I guess I'll show off the sentry. There you go, bud.
Rock and roll.
Sounds like I'm not trying hard enough. Well, like I said, when you get down to like the second hole, it gets really messy, you know? I have a hard time keeping up with the second hole. You kind of have to like go back and forth between them, getting deeper each time. Would you mind not smacking the holes? I know it looks like a fun bag, but I appreciate it if you didn't barge him in the back, you know?
One sentry gun ready to be built.
Well, I said it you won't get the same rhythm with both hands in each hole, you know? You gotta just have to make sure you tackle one and then tackle the other and switch back and forth between the two. Excuse me, Bosco, you forgot some. Sounds like a skill issue. I don't think you've ever bashed in someone's hole before. Or at least tried to multitask with 2 hands, you know. I know some people are ambidextrous and can be able to do lots of tasks with both hands, but for the normal folk, it's a lot harder for people to focus on 2 tasks at the same time.
I need a bandage over here.
And I'm single, your point being?
Puncture wound.
Why do people take dating advice from me? And don't mention dating since they don't count. No, women are pretty scary. Especially North American women. Have you been around them? You look away for 1 second, and then they just appear behind you, menacingly. Terrifying creatures. Don't trust them.
Like hugging a cactus.
I also don't trust anyone around me either, so... They're pretty bad at clips. They're pretty bad. I'm gonna be okay. Don't make fun of me for this. I still don't understand how flirting works. Like, I actually still don't understand that concept. I don't flirtatious compliments. Those ones I kind of get. But the rest of it? The fuck is that about? What's the actual difference between just saying something and it being in a flirtatious context? Really? It's giving AI. How could you possibly think that I am an AI? I am totally a real person. I'm sorry, Dave. Clanker confirmed. I fucking hate clankers, alright? Those fucking dirty clankers are horrible creatures. From connotation tone, as well as insinuation phrasing. Again, I don't understand any of it, alright? I said, what is the difference between a regular one and a flirtatious one? It's just interpretation. Wow. Unbelievable. Wait, if I spout that I don't like clankers, does that make me fucking Uncle Ruckus of clankers? Could you fucking imagine? You never trust clanker women. You ever seen a happy clanker woman? I've never. Using the hard R. Well, apparently I'm the Uncle Ruckus of clankers, so I get the ER free. Insert the music sting and yeah, dirty clanker. What was one of my favorite ones from Boondock Saints? He calls me clanker. He calls other people clanker. Clanker this, clanker that. Just the other day, he went over a person and asked, "Can a clanker borrow some oil?" And I wasn't thinking, oh my gosh, he said the C word. I was thinking, how's a clanker supposed to borrow fry? Clanker, you go get it back? Oh man, that scene leaves rent head in my brain. If you haven't seen Boondock Saints, I recommend it. Can a clanker borrow motherboard? Clanker, you get it back? Oh, it works so well too. It's great. Really recommend checking out Boondock Saints if you get a chance. Just be careful, your vocabulary might change accidentally. Oh my goodness. I was like, I've only seen like clips of it, but holy crap do they drop it so many times in the show. Holy. I am not surprised that the writers for the show like are desensitized to it. It is insane. It's something different. Just the Boondocks, sorry. Look, no hablo español. Alright, it's just like the room, and rooms, alright? They're all different things, and you won't know which one you're getting until you see it. Oh yeah, no. The room, and the back rooms. Holy crap. You hablo español? Well, I don't. I know hablo español. It does. It tackles a lot of them. It's why people enjoy it so much. Then no plants just start shooting stuff out. Note to self, tentacles also shoot white things out when overstimulated.
Buggerman, get ready.
Let's see. Ooh.
Help me mine this. No flares ready. Sentry gun needs assembly. Sentry armed.
Swarm, they're here.
Oh yeah, have you guys seen the bit of, I don't know what the actual name of the video is, but I'm pretty sure if you search Midget Pride, it would show up. It's also really hilarious. Also very real. But my goodness, they can take the joke even further.
Getting more ammo. Feeling much better. Ammo take.
Gotta resupply. UT.
Reloading.
UT.
You're almost through the wave, team. Go, go.
Fucking dick. Also, I have no idea where Nyx is. She's about doing her thing.
Ah! Bloody goop is melting my armor.
The goop? Oh no. Not fucking goop. With what's her name? Hold on, wasn't she the person who did fucking Pepper? Oh god. Sometimes internet.
Ready to kill some more crates. I'm taking some of the ammo. Yeah.
What do you mean you're taking some of the ammo? No one else is here, engineer. Literally just Bosco, and Bosco
no.
doesn't take ammunition.
Let the moisture in.
It's literally Bosco's one defining feature is that he doesn't take your ammunition from you. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Come on! Bloody dwarf.
I made a platform. Yeah.
I like how this game simultaneously makes you feel cool, but also like a dwarf constantly. Being short, being an alcoholic, getting no bitches. You always just feel like you're a dwarf playing this game, it's nice. Where am I going? Look, sometimes I just have fun playing video games and forget that I'm also streaming, alright? Doesn't happen often, but when it does, you can definitely tell. What's new? The fact that dwarves can actually get bitches and I cannot? No, I suppose that shouldn't be surprising. I mean, have you seen dwarves? Holy, they got beards on them like no tomorrow. Unfortunately, my beard game still has ways to go. I will say what I do have an advantage on the dwarves is the fact that I dress in suits all the time, so I got something. I think that just scares people away even more, because they're like, what the fuck's a dude in a full suit doing out here? So we need 100 more Morkite and 1 more fossil. Why was there a Twister Transformers movie? They did testicular torsion? Might seem more appealing. Did you know that the ancient Greeks thought that having a tiny penis meant that you were, like, more powerful? By Greek standards, I'm the most powerful man on Earth. My goodness. The Greeks would have thought that I was their fucking Heracles. My goodness. The pure definition of raw, masculine power in a tiny-ass penis. Oh! Unbelievable, you know? You're a barbarian. Uncouth. I love that that is, like, the most random fact about the Greeks that you could drop on anyone. It's just, did you know that the ancient Greeks thought having a tiny penis was cool? I also like that it's become synonymous that voiceover just has a tiny penis. That's it. Everyone knows this. It's not a secret. And because I don't tell people the actual size, it just makes them believe it even more. Well, funny you should say that there, Zemi. I'll wait for the ads. But I'll tell you a very shocking fact that I've learned about the Transformers universe.
Ouch! I'm not a balloon!
Let's see. Ah! Bloody hell. Broke me fucking legs there.
Yow!
Where's my eggs? There? Oh no, over here. Okay, that should be enough time for the ads, right? Maybe? It should be. What I found out about the Transformers universe is that My Little Pony, G.I. Joe, the more warriors fought for oil for their femboy lovers and religious... for religious reasons. Yeah, that checks out, yeah. But G.I. Joe's, My Little Pony, Transformers, there's one more that are all in the same universe. And there's an RPG that you can play where you can play as a G.I. Joe, Transformers, or My Little Pony characters. It is actually insane. And yes, there is a whole RPG system where you could just have all three going at the same time. And yes, it is all fucking canon in that storyline. It is ridiculous. Nice. I unfortunately was forced to watch bits of it because I have a younger sister who's at the age to enjoy My Little Pony. I unfortunately had to watch the show, which is really hard to explain to fully grown adults because it makes me sound like a brony. But I have indeed watched bits of the show.
Heads up, there's a swarm of Mecteras heading your way.
Stay for a mission for an hour or... Have we been streaming for an hour already? Uh-oh. We've been doing one fucking mission. And I just gotten so distracted in the hole that I've been going for an entire hour in one hole. My goodness. Maybe that's why I can't get fucking bitches. Apparently I last too long. My goodness. Oh. I'm sorry that you guys have to be stuck watching me do this shit.
I sprung a leak.
Ah. I can't believe that that's how I accidentally get the mission. It's just me talking about My Little Pony on stream. His own hole, yeah. Deep inside my own hole too, you know. Huh.
Stop him dead.
Interesting. We need 100 more Morkite and 1 more fossil. The only unfortunate part about the map is that it's really hard to tell where you have and haven't been.
The stream of
It really is. Like,
practically eradicated, and you're still alive. Well done.
I'll show you in a sec when we're not getting double teamed by a bunch of fucking bugs.
Your history.
Oi! Stop fisting me, you bloody bug. What's it a hole? It's not meant to be. Exactly. How is it supposed to be a hole if I can't be fist deep in it? Alright? Man, as I keep talking, it becomes more and more clear why I scare away any potential mates. Probably also doesn't help referring to them as such. That's alright.
Walking on thorns. Not a good idea.
Wow. You hear that? Don't walk on thorns, kids. It's not a good idea. That's alright. Honestly, you guys wouldn't have as much ammunition to bug me with if I wasn't single.
Like hugging a cactus.
Let's see.
Like that.
What? What am I going to do? Because I still need so fucking much more. I'm gonna be honest with you, this is probably like the hardest map I've ever traversed. Oh. I'm almost playing games.
Go. Get to work.
Quite shocking. A gamer playing games would never have guessed. Yeah, I have been through here. Alright, we gotta find new territory to reach. Because, my fucking god, there's so much more that we have to do with this god-awful place. Again, this is not a normal hole, alright? This is, like, unusual. Usually, it takes me, like, 30 minutes to 40 minutes to, like, finish it. This time, it's like, we're gonna probably be here for an hour and a half trying to do this mission. An hour and a half inside of a hole. Probably a record for most people. Let's see. Okay.
Flares charging.
My goodness. I think it's the fucking tentacles. I think they're the ones throwing me off. Normally the holes here aren't so difficult to navigate. But introduce fucking tentacles, it just makes it so much harder to get a bearing of where the fuck I am. More kite, more kite. Explore here. That's the way back up. I feel like I'm missing something, but I don't know where we're missing.
Give me some sugar.
Because that would mean that there's a vein or two still left here. And I generally could not tell you what part the vein is sitting at.
Getting more ammo.
And yes, I do know roughly how much Morkite would be left if it's 300. Well, if there's 100 left. There's like at least 2 or 3 veins that I have not found.
Not ready. Flares recharging.
That's ridiculous that I cannot find this fucking last couple veins of Morkite.
Platform.
Come on. There we go. But this is the bloody map, alright? There might be something that we missed lower. Possibly.
Damn thorns.
The map's just really hard to read. Okay. This might have a new spot for us to go to. Straight. Okay. New cave. Probably. Nope, this is cave we've already been in. Alright, let's see. Is this cave that we were already in before? Yes, but no, there's not a space below. I guess we just look around here. Bloody hell. Nada. Again, I'm pretty good at reading maps, but the fucking tree map for this is really hard to read because all these fucking tentacles.
Need an upgrade.
Notification? Not very important notifications.
Smoke him if you got him.
Sentry gun needs assembling. Armed. One sentry gun ready to be built.
Alright. There we are. Bosco, there you go, bud. Fucking excuse me? Ow.
At this rate, I'll pop soon.
Alright, you better buy me fucking dinner first before you fuck me, you bugs.
Thinning out. Take out the rest of them, stat.
I'd rather not be doing intercourse on a fucking empty stomach, you bollocks.
I'm glad we have someone to carry our rocks and stones.
Let's see. What are we looking at? Hold on, I just processed. Were you fucking watching a movie? Well, also occasionally commenting in my chat there, Zenny? Watch the movie if you're gonna watch a movie. Don't stick around here. I just processed what was going on.
Help me mine
Yeah,
this.
bollocks, yeah. You're a death punk. Let's see. Okay, considering there's new stuff here, there might be more kite in this general vicinity. We also need to find one more fossil. Unbelievable. As I've said plenty of times, do not feel like you have to watch any of my streams. It is not a mandatory thing. You are free to enjoy the things that you want to enjoy. I am not gonna hold you at shotgun point and tell you to watch the stream. That's what literally every other streamer's there for.
I've sprung
I
a
feel like,
leak.
compared to most streamers, I just allow you guys to say lots of random shit. Such a doormat. The fuck you mean I'm a doormat? Go shove it up your pint ass, you bollocks.
Platform up.
You make a better fucking speaker than you do a microphone. Shotgun point. Telling you that you're here. Well, apologies. Didn't deny what? Doormat? I fucking denied it in the best way possible. I'm holding back some insults because I feel like out of context they sound a bit worse.
Recharging.
To be fair, you guys have probably said worse things about me, but also, I've been studying on my stream for like 5 years. I don't need to be counseled after 5 years because I decided to bug off my chatters. Hard-boiled baked potato. Listen here. I'm not fucking Irish. Not as far as I know, alright? And not enough to be given this amount of fucking Irish slander. You guys make it sound like I'm full Irish because of how many fucking Irish insults you sling at me. That's fucking racist of you. Assuming that I'm Irish just because I have an accent thicker than the Great Wall of China. Your unsalted pretzel.
My poor feet.
At least pretzels have fucking seasoning. You're insinuating that I have any form of meaningful things to put out in the world. Let's see. Nada, nada. So, I'm pretty sure that other streamers don't take this amount of slake from their audience. definitely sure. But also, I probably said worse things to myself in the mirror, so doesn't faze me too much. I definitely heard worse when I was an elementary school student. Human equivalent of a participation trophy. Grow a pair of balls. I fucking can. Have you seen my reproductive organs? They make electrons look embarrassed, alright? Honestly, at this point, I don't even know what people assume the actual size is. I think people have actually just assumed that it's actually tiny. But I'll never specify the actual size. It's way more fun this way. People get to assume, and the truth is never revealed. 2 inches. I will not confirm, nor deny, nor clarify the actual size. You guys just got to find out on your own. Well, not like any of you will actually be my partner, so no need to worry there. Who generates? Again, we've established this. I'm 3 nanometers, nm.
My suit integrity is ruined.
What the fuck are these last ones?
Flares ain't ready.
Best of luck trying to get to fucking Canada. Americans. Ha! Checkmate. Could you fucking imagine getting through border security and they're like, alright, why are you coming to Canada for? Yeah, so there's this streamer. I want to remove his pants so he can figure out his dick size. How quickly do you think they throw you out? You live near the border. That's unfortunate. For you. Pants 17 times in 1 school year, and they're all recorded. Yeah, no, that just another case of a streamer getting pantsed on live TV. That's unfortunate. Okay. Where am I going from here? Something on the other side. The only issue is I can't figure out where we need to go from here to get more.
Scammer's got a blip the size of a drop pod. Brace for swarm, team.
Oh yeah, in case you're wondering, the game is supposed to get harder as you spend more time
Sweet.
in here. Like,
Contact. Lock and load.
much harder the longer that you spend inside of these places. Ooh. Okay, so that's the fossil that we missed. Now we just need 100 more. Yeah, like, I'm surprised that I've lasted an hour sitting in this place. Wasting time. Okay. This is new. Wonder what happens if Bosco doesn't get enough time to get back to the drop pod. Have the devs ever actually tested that? What happens if Bosco doesn't make it back to the drop pod? Bring it on, you pile of fucking mandibles. You female equivalent of fucking roaches.
My nose on the bloody spice ring.
I still find it interesting that most bugs that you encounter are indeed female. Fun fact, the male mosquitoes, they actually don't usually drop blood. What the fuck are you?
It's gonna blow!
Uh-oh.
Access provided. See you later, bro.
Doesn't let you leave. Well, since Bosco didn't make it back, it seems that you're just stuck here forever now. Unfortunate. Okay. More
No
kind.
more room. Time for deposit.
Mule, how's it going, buddy, old pal, old friend? There you go.
Secondary objective completed. Make it home to collect your bonus.
Nice. Alright. We need... 10?
Use it to my ear.
My goodness. Can I blow this up? No. You. Come on. Alright.
Platform.
Let's see, what else have I been doing that you guys might be interested in?
Don't get too
God
attached
fucking
now.
damn it. I keep trying to throw the gem, and I can't always remember what I have to do to throw it. There we go. Take that, you mule. Ow. Ignore that. I didn't take full damage. You're dreaming, actually. Let's see. The only issue is we're gonna have to spend so much fucking time walking back.
Go! Get to work!
Let's... A more important resources. Stupid fucking bugs. I'm bug phobic. Hate them. Bloody bugs.
Puncture wound.
Damn insectors. Hate those guys. Burning passion. Alright. If it's not a dwarf, I don't like it. Shocking, I know. Boyce doesn't like anything that isn't himself. Who could have seen that coming?
Job well done. Button on the mule is activated. Bring it all home, team.
Oh yeah. Flares recharging.
Oh yeah, Zenny, have you seen the new rules for, what's it called? Goliaths in D&D? Holy crap! That one ability is terrifying, the Storm Giants one. So, for those of you who've never read the 2025 handbook for D&D, first level, Storm Goliaths, they get a choice of ability from... You have not? So, Storm Goliaths, twice per long rest, by the way, they get to teleport within, I think it was 50 meters? Something like that? Hold on, let me double check my phone how far their teleport is. Nothing else is specified by their teleport, by the way. Storm Goliath D&D 5e Storm Goliath. No, that's not the one. Goliath Wikidot. Hold on. Goliath D&D 2020. There we go. Found it. Alright. Storm Giants, Storm's Thunder, oh no, not Storm, it was Cloud, sorry. Cloud Jaunt, as a bonus action, magically teleport up to 30 feet to an unoccupied space you can see. I'll reiterate, you can magically teleport 30 feet into an unoccupied space. It does not specify anything else in the official books. Yeah, it is ridiculous. They get to do that twice per long rest. It is fucking insane. The other glides are terrifying. Literally every other one, except for Hill Giant, whenever you roll damage, you get to add damage dice to your attack. They get to teleport fucking twice per long rest, by the way. Specifying long rest. This means that if you have the ruling of... Well, if your DM, like, resets all day, long rests and short rest at the end of your session, that means that every time you start your session, you get 2 fucking free teleports. It is insane. And at level 5, you get to turn your size into large. Powerful build. You also get an advantage on any ability checks with grappling. They are the most fuck-ass broken sub-race that I've ever seen. But all the other ones, twice per long rest, you get to deal extra damage. Fire gives 1d10 damage, Frost gives 1d6 cold damage, and reduces their speed by 10 feet. Hill Giants, they get,
Combat positions. The swarm is here.
they can make things prone, that's no one cares. Stone Giants, they get 1d12 extra damage, and Storm Giants get a 1d8 thunder damage extra damage. Like, I don't know why they decided that Goliaths of all builds should be able to do everything. It is unbelievable. Alright, let's leave this fucking shithole.
Excellent. Drop pod inbound.
Alright, let's go, Mule. Oh, it's back at the start, isn't it? Oh, fuck. Alright, Mule, you're gonna have to carry me all the way there, because this is gonna be a long-ass trip.
Drop pod arrived. Mule is returning to LZ. Drop pod departing in T-minus 5 minutes.
By the way, I don't know how many people actually know this. You can just ride the Mule
Almost over.
to, the dropship. It's actually really useful. Except when the fucking Mule decides to think, look at this shit. he decided that he was just gonna start climbing. So, the thing about the mule that you guys need to understand is the mule ignores paths that require to dig. It'll always take the shortest path with what's it called? That allows it to climb to safety, basically. Every time, guaranteed.
Drop pod departing in T-minus 4 minutes.
Alright. There's the mule. But yeah, that's why even my DM, when they heard about the Cloud Giant's jaunt, was like, could you like switch characters? I was like, yeah, 2 teleports per day is a bit broken, to say the least. Oh, wait, it didn't go all the way back? Really? That's actually kind of shocking.
Drop pod departing in T-minus 3 minutes.
Oh yeah, smack them kitties. Smack them. Mission complete. Hell yeah. Nice. Last time.
And say bye bye.
Before you come to try, fuck me, then go outside. Please don't touch my cock no more, you I become horny single guy. You guys want to see alcohol? Let's see. Ooh, what are you? Black Stout Hidden. I'm a true drunk, alright? I ain't no pussy. Give me the blackout.
Ooh, I can almost taste it. That's what I call
Beer license upgraded. Hell yeah. Pour me one, my good man. Alcoholism. Blah 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 blah.
I needed that.
Oh yeah. Wait, hold on.
That reminds me of my first love. I love you.
Oh, I passed out.
Bloody hell, I think I slept on my pickaxe.
What the? Oh! Oh, I fucking died! Hello, my good man.
One
Can you
leaf,
give me-
lover, and can I get it thin with some water? That sucks.
You boys better be better miners than you are dancers.
Oh yeah! Look at that fucking chug bite! Hell yeah! Alcoholism! Blah, 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 blah. Call the bartender the C-word with the hard R. No, he's the good one. You can call Bosco the hard R though. That fucking clanker. Sometimes he just doesn't listen to me, that bad clanker. Hold on.
Dance monkeys.
Have you ever seen Dwarf Eggman do the floss before? Well, now you have. Well, he's talking about clankers too. My goodness.
Bang your heads in this. Not that.
That's fucking Skyrim. That is. I recognize that tune. That's from Skyrim. By the way, there's an achievement if you get all the barrels inside of the vehicle. I don't know if I got that one yet. Okay, we got promote once for that. We got promote once for the forge. Sad. Believe there's a upgrade up here that you guys might not have seen. Let's see. This way. Through here. There's actually two things up here that's kind of cool. But we must go further beyond. Oh, what the? Thank you. Through here, down this way. I know it looks very insane, this path thing. Where is it? Rocket boots. You ready? Woo! You! Ah. Now this is the dwarven bath.
Do you think there's a Korok down there, but we just haven't found it yet?
This game is full of fucking references, isn't it? Ooh, there we go.
Jet boots activated. Hold on to your beard. Jet boots are overheating.
This technically is an anti-gravity.
Calibration complete. Gravity returning to nominal levels.
Kick. The punk rocker one.
Up, and away. Not again. I am awesome. That's pretty. Watch and learn. Buggers. slipped!
Fucking clankers. Oh yeah.
I'm ready. Ah!
Oh. Say hello to Flappy Bird again.
So unfair!
Everything's a Flappy Bird reference.
Seeing my name up there is the biggest achievement.
I don't know how I got to 35, I'm gonna be honest.
Move.
No touching the sample containers, please. They're not built for dwarf antics.
They indeed are. How far along are we? About 2 hours, roughly, give or take. I really do want to actually do a DMing session on stream. The only issue is just finding a bunch of people who are okay with being recorded while we do a D&D session. That's the harder part. Hey guys, you wanna play D&D? Also, I'm gonna try and stream this, so we can get a bunch of people watching us play fucking D&D. On Saturday or Sunday. We'll see.
Where the hell
Like I
did
said,
you come from?
I'd have to actually find a bunch of people who are willing to play D&D with me. Is boring to you? That's because you weren't surrounded by the right people. Just not nerdy enough, exactly. You're just not cool. There's there Eclipse, I'm sorry. Only cool people can enjoy D&D. Yeah, sorry, I confused you, Eclipse again. What's the highest hazard level? Lethal. Never get immediate gratification, then work for it. That's fair. That's why I'm trying to work on a system that's easier to play. Because in the system that I'm working with, there's only 7 stats that you actually have to look at, not like 13 that D&D has, and just modifiers that you occasionally have to remember to do. That's about it. The rest of it is just, you place down a card, your opponent puts down a card, and you figure out how much damage is from the cards. Like Magic the Gathering, but for poor people. Oh, that sounds really mean. I was saying Eclipse wasn't cool, not you. But I'll try and get my RPG system done relatively soon. When I do get done, I'll announce on my server. I'll do it on Twitter as well. You're cool? But then you can be cool and play D&D, you know? What, cutie pie? She knows I was opening my water bottle. Hi. You wanna say hi to everyone?
Get ready to rumble!
You wanna say hi?
You want to say hi?
So in the default one, there is... One sec, just pause the game for a second. Because there are 9 that are in the system. You have got dwarves, obviously. Destolas, which are basically like, what's it called? It's Will of the Wisps, but mixed with like steampunky technology. kind of like mix the two together and you get the Death Stolas. Elves, obviously. Antolians, which are insect people. Well, insect and arachnid, because there's spider people in there as well, but besides the point. You have humans, Hashuhito, which are lizard folk, mammalians, which are like beastkin, orcs, and Quelro, which are the equivalent of tieflings. And then Rohobilly, which is basically insect, you say. Tell more? Alright, so Antolians are basically bugmen, right? Humanoid chitinous creatures. They don't naturally know magic, so they don't have have the ability to use dabbler spells, but they get defense mechanisms. Like, beetles get wings, the mantis ones get torsos, like claws, arachnids get webs, and ants get, like, the poisonous stingers in that. Speaking of which, there are 4 sub-races for them. Formilia, which are the ants, Arachnilia, which are the spiders, Mantolia, which are mantises, and Colia, which are beetles. Each one give different effects. My favorite among them is the fucking spider. The spiders get an additional 2 energy. Basically, they get to play more. Mix and match. There's a built-in system. It's called Rohobilly, so instead of taking a regular origin in the game, you can instead pick to be, like, part Antolian and part human. I'll make a whole spreadsheet in there that tells you what the effects are that you get the bonus of. But, in general, when you mix the two, you get additional bonuses or weaknesses depending on what you mix together. All of them get unique chits, like there's like small pieces of paper that are supposed to replace dice, which I think will be a bit more fun. What else? You need cards for all the races, and there are, in case you're wondering, 21 unique classes meant for the races of Bug. Oh, you're referring to, like, if you could be both an ant and a spider? If I were the DM, I'd say you can. I'll explain. All the sub-races have a benefit and disbenefit to them. I'll do the ant because it's the easiest one to read. The ant has the benefit of getting additional movement in enclosed terrain, but if they're out in the open, they're slower. Long-tailed stinger. Well, all of them have chitin, but yeah. Something like that. You can do, like, multiple sub-races, or even come up with your own thing, like trying to do Scorpion, for example, which would be the stinger. You could definitely go around with that. The important thing to remember about all the sub-ones in the example is all of them have a benefit and a weakness. You have the DM ideas for potential characters. Again, I'll try and get the system fish first, and then I'll try and get people to try it out. But there's so many fun ones in there. Like, beetles get flying, which is cool. Oh, one of my favorites for orcs is the... what was it, Grey? Yeah, the Grey orcs are so cool. So, the Grey orcs have naturally large fists, where they can deal additional damage with all their blunt attacks. But, because of that defect, they also deal 1 less damage with all non-blunt physical attacks, which is so much fun to do. But yeah, like I said, there's also 21 unique classes. And yes, they are all unique. Every single one has a different set of health pools, armor class pools. They all get unique artifact pools, magic is all, like, the amount of magic they can use is all unique. They all have different specialties. they all have unique cards, except for the mages. The mages kind of share a pool of magic, but they also have unique cards that they're special for. There's also an additional magic class called the Mages that get a mixture of all the magic classes. There's an official mix class that allows you to blend 2 classes into one. All of them get unique, hero skills. Like, I'll put it like this. Even if you and another person both play the exact same, race and class, both of you will have completely different ways to play. Let's see. Scroll up. Closest one to that. Hold on, let me take a closer look at what the aliens actually look like. Alien. From Aliens. I know they're technically xenomorphs. One sec. What are they close to in the game aside from Antolians? There probably is a way to do Xenomorph as an Antolian. You'd have to try and think of what their benefit and weakness would be, but it is definitely possible. Because they definitely look like an Antolian. They're bug people, so... Well, they're bug-like people, so... There's definitely a workaround for it. Only issue is just trying to think of what their benefit and disbenefit is. That's all. Also, don't xenomorphs come from fucking the little bug that grows inside of a person's body? That also got retconned later because the writers didn't want to just have people bursting out of chests all the time. The Praetorian. Praetorian. Alien. Praetorian. Like I said, definitely possible. Again, it's just a matter of benefits and disbenefits. But if you can figure that out, it is definitely a thing possible. Like I said, I have no problems with people being creative and unique. All that I need is just like an idea that people have, and I can work with it. Acid blood, downside, massive weakness against fire. That is actually doable. Reason why I say that is... Like I said, even in Antolian, there's one for -1 in open terrain. So instead of something like that, you could just be like, they take X extra damage from fire. Which is definitely a real effect that they can have. That's perfectly fine. And would work completely well. Gene splicing instead of breeding. Interesting. Yeah, I've never seen too much about it, but... Oh yeah, no. Hebegens are... They lack legs, so they move slower and can't wear leggings, but they get a benefit of being venomous, so... Fire or Holy, or both. If you do Fire and Holy... If you do both of them together, I'd probably say you can also do additional poison damage, like the Hebegens do.
It's Morkite seeds, miners. You know the drill.
Oh, God.
Resonance crystals and triangulate
Broke my legs again.
Morkite geode. Crack it with
But yeah,
an elevator and get
I've been told that I'm a very lax DM because I generally roll punches a lot more. But also, I'm kind of a terrifying DM because I live by the rule of, if you can do something cool, don't forget that the enemies can also do cool things too. Hell, that's why there's so many cool monsters in the system. What's one I can tell you that isn't too much of, like, telling you all the extremes of it? Extreme temperatures are weak to some areas like deserts, mountains. Yeah. Like I said, you'd have to think about what ones you want as actual weaknesses, and then figure out the benefits as well. You don't have to have tons of weaknesses. At least one works against one benefit, right? A give and take system. Let's see, what's a cool one I can talk about? Ooh, camel spiders. That's actually a really cool one to talk about. Over increasing athletic movement and over increasing poison damage. That's fine. Everyone has to have something that they're really into, so I don't notice it as much. But camel spiders, they're about the same size of a hippopotamus, but they're often found here, I'll just read the excerpt. Standing about the size of a hippopotamus, camel spiders are farm animals often found in deserts to be used as storage, transport, and as a food source for many cultures. Camel spiders have almost all the anatomy of a six-eyed spider, aside from a large water sac located in the abdomen, replacing the webbing that normally would be there. Although camel spiders can spit water mixed with small traces of chlorine in spitting nozzle glands, most spider farmers remove the gland at about a week old, about 1 year for humans, to allow them to transport water easier. Was 1-to-1. Nerds. What can we say? We're fucking nerds. What do you what did you expect there, Eclipse, That nerds wouldn't do nerd things? Fucking ads, boys. Wait, no. But there's so many cool ones like Gashirokoro, Howlers. Oh yeah, the Kohola. Based on the Kohola Lele, which means like the dragonfly whales, or flying whale. Surrounded by losers? Takes a loser to know a loser. Gotta be honest. Lalaras. Oh yeah, how many of you guys know Buenas de los Muertos? Blah blah blah. Buenas de los Muertos. Loh. I'm trying. My Espanol isn't great. Translates to Dulce Dead. Though there is an actual place that I was inspired by, which is hold on, let me The Isle of Dead Dolls. That's where I got the inspiration for when I said De los Muertos. It actually has a really cool story. It's getting people try to pronounce Delica de Lache. Look, man, no hablo español. My Spanish isn't very great. I've never even taken Spanish classes, so I have no idea how Spanish is actually supposed to sound. It's just my assumption reading Spanish words from text. Alright? My goodness, voice faking being able to speak languages? Unbelievable. Dulce de leche? Again, to be fair, I've never taken Spanish classes, and I'm trying to pronounce words from letters, alright? Yeah, gotta give you some slack. Letched. Hi, Star. I'm glad that you came in at the best time. Hi, Zen. No worries. Oh yeah, I forgot about the Strangros. They're also really cool. I forgot how many cool things I added. Oh yeah, I also have a section entirely for Theranthropes. In case you don't know what those are the half-humanoid, half-animals kind of creatures. They're really cool. I'm sorry, one of the things I was asked to say was fucking milk? The fuck was I supposed to know that? Star, I'm a fucking white man who's never taken a fucking Spanish lesson before. How am I supposed to know what I'm saying live on telly? Latte is milk. How am I supposed to know? The only other language, well, 2 other languages I've taken official classes for is a First Nations language, which is nothing like European languages, and fucking French. Which is like super opposite to how Spanish is written as well. Ow. Baides. But yeah, I also have really interesting Theranthropes in here. I found Onyena, which are half-boars. I can't remember which culture it was. Antolian? Ento? Lian. Antolian. It's derived from the Latin term for ento, for insect. Zen will DM a novel. Minotaurs, satyrs, Tygenra. Text wolves, and I also added what's called Lamia, which are half beasts, which is more in tune with what Lamias actually are. They are not half snakes, like most iterations do them for, and they're also not half half tigers like D&D does it. All right, Lamias are half beasts, well, more beast-ish, but still, they are not snakes and they're not tigers. They're monsters, like full-on, more monsterish. I'm doing half monster because the internet's a bit weird and kind of ruined what Lamias actually are. Instead, Nagas take the place of what Lamias usually are. No worries, Zerzan. Do not have to explain yourself. Oh yeah, I think you guys might hate me for this one. But I made a species called Viventus. It is really butchered of Spanish for to and fro. But they're essentially Mantadors who fight by asking like true or false questions to their opponent, and depending on what their answer is, they get to do like a different kind of attack. What was one of the examples I gave? The sun or the sea. That one was fun. Take a Spanish class. I didn't know most of my audience apparently speaks Spanish. How was I supposed to know that? Oh yeah, I also changed how Yaogwai work. Yaogwai in the system are anthropomorphous amoeba that are capable of changing their bodies to fight other things. I mean, that's fair. Look, man, it's not my fault that most of my audience are apparently bugging me about languages that I don't speak. You're Texan and Mexican? My goodness. Next thing you're gonna tell me is that you are married to your cousin. Unbelievable. Goddamn Americans in here. Let's see. I have no room to bug people about stuff like that. I have an Irish accent even though I'm not Irish. But you are Asian. My goodness, how was that dog that you ate last week? I do want to try a cat at some point. I don't know why. I feel like it would be gamey though.
Help me mind this.
What the hell are you doing, Bosco? Made him into a corn dog.
I was made for mining.
Let's see.
Molly was meant for hauling what I mine.
Who is yelling at me? Sorry, but I don't take fan mail.
There, have a bullet in that fight.
Mostly because I'm not gonna lie, I'm pretty sure if I ever did do fan mail, half of the gifts will just be fucking dildos with messages being like, go fuck yourself. I don't know why, I feel like that's what my audience would do as a joke, and I would laugh every time I open it up. I wouldn't be able to show half the gifts, but I'd laugh every time.
I killed the Hexawing Nipper.
Ideas.
I'm the bad guy.
Man, what would you get in your fan mail this year? Oh, someone sent me a dildo. What? Why'd they send you a dildo? Well, this streamer called VoiceOver gave the idea to other people to drop off dildos at the front door. And diabolical. That's fair.
Loot bug, open.
I know. We'll see. I'll have to set up an actual, like, P.O. box. But we'll see. Oh no! Automod! Unfortunately, I can't check on my mobile. So I just have to hope that Zen sees it and is like, cool, what's letting it through. It'll be my Twitch legacy. The size of my... No, if they said it's the micro one, then I'd have to get a fucking microscope to try and find it. No, not even a microscope, an electroscope would be about the right size to try and check it.
Somewhere around here.
They're gonna have to fucking X-ray to try and find that shit. Don't see it on mobile. Damn. Find something that probably costs more than one as tall as it. I mean, you could probably find 3 dildos.
Platform supplies.
Just asked your mother last night. Uh-oh.
One platform, ready to use.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. What the? do this? I don't know how I do these things. There's not... Hold on. There might be something up here. No, there's nothing up here. There's no reason to come this spot. Fight is. Uh-oh. Ooh. That hurt. Let's see. What other cool things can I talk about? What would my audience care about me talking about? I'm almost done with my new my new mystery book. That's been fun. I know you don't really care about books, but I've been having fun reading it. Not as fun as the horror books I usually read, but it's serving to be okay. Still upset that my local library really has, like, fuck all for horror. I wish I was joking too. No, like, they barely even have fucking Stephen King. It is absolutely ridiculous. Read a real book? Okay, what are we defining as a real book? Are you referring to paperback? Referring to ones with, like, chapters? Or are you referring to something that isn't, like, a twit longer?
Bunker up, team. Swarm incoming.
So, sort of like one of the abilities that the knights have. That doesn't sound too broken.
It's a big one, team.
Addicted to fanfiction? Well, technically those are books. Look, manga is literature. Alright? If manga is considered literature, then fucking fanfictions also counts as literature. Alright? It may not be like a novel, but it's still a book. You're still reading. Where I draw the line is like reading fucking Twitter. That doesn't count as reading. That's just called being chronically online. AO3? AO3. I feel like I know what AO3. Why am I blanking on what AO3 is? But that's fine. Look, as long as it's equivalent exchange, you have 4 weaknesses to 4 benefits, it's fine. Weaknesses allow chances for you to get damage. 76 chapters. Oh my god. That is incredibly long. I think of what AO3 is. I'm really blanking. Because it kind of surprises people when I say that I'm in my 20s. Because I seem like I know quite a bit about the internet. Then at other times, like, how do you not know this simple thing? Oh yeah, you're fucking 20. How about like this? I'm as old as you two. Which is kind of ridiculous if you think about it, honestly. More nitra. More resources. More diggy hole. Yo, mule. The fuck are you? The fuck are you doing up there, by no? Cut the fucking bullshit, you. You raccoon laughing. Freewheeling fucking clanker. You pile of rust bucket bolts. Your mother is rust, and your father smelled of oil. Okay. I guess we can start doing the gems. Let's see. Oh. This way? No. Up there?
Access provided.
No. Interesting. But further this way? No, right? Huh. Interesting. Well, I guess we're digging a hole. Not that way. This way then? Is it up or down? There's no space below, so it has to be up, right? Aha! See, I'm a smart dwarf sometimes. It's north. Yeah, sorry, my bad. It's north, actually. Alright. In case you don't understand how that thing works.
I'll find ya, you damn crystal.
There you are. Found ya. There's one. That might not be equivalent.
Resonance crystal
We'll see.
located. Send a resonance scanner. Pretty please.
I'll show you guys how the resonance crystals kind of work. You have to wait for it to draw. I'll put it like this. As long as it's not like you breathe and you kill instantly, I don't care too much about how balanced something is. Again, as if I'm being the DM, I can absolutely create an enemy that is going to make you struggle a bit.
Step on it, miners. We got work to do.
Well, technically, I do have an enemy that is really, really rough to deal with. Like, no matter what level, it is always going to be an excruciatingly difficult battle to have. And the best way that I describe this, the higher the level that you encounter it, the harder it begins for you. It's probably, like, the best designed enemy that I've ever made for the system, honestly. Whoop. I did not die. Oh! That's actually really cool, so it tells you which direction you have to go. Again, that's fine. Again, the more weaknesses that you technically have, the more fun it really gets for you as the player playing as said creation. Is it inside this fucking thing? It better not be. Alright. Not that direction. This one?
I must be mighty close now.
This way.
Swarm spotted. Buckle up. Contact imminent.
One sentry gun ready to be built. It's armed and ready. One sentry gun ready to be built.
Cool names for them. Yeah, I'll definitely check it out
Incoming. Smoke.
when I'm not being double teamed by a bunch of fucking bugs. Still typing it. No worries. Yeah, I'm buggist. Fuck you, you dumbass
Here they are.
insectoids. I'd never let you fucks marry my daughter. Always mind them. The more the merrier. The more words? Or referring to the weaknesses thing. Rain on ya, bloody bug suckers. Is it here? Oh, there it is.
Boom! I found a crystal.
Nice.
Reloading.
Request.
Send a scanner down to me.
They put it that far away, my goodness. If you think this one's going pretty quickly, don't. This is like the average amount of time spent for this. Can I not send Bosco to work on this for me? No, you can only look at it.
Just one more to go, miners.
How can I equivalent it? If you can use a blowtorch, does that mean that you're immune to fire? If you're wearing rubber gloves, does that mean that you're completely immune to electricity? That's how I kind of see it. Just because you can spit fire doesn't necessarily mean that you take no damage from fire. It just means that when you shoot fire out of your mouth, it isn't like gonna burn your throat as it comes out. At least that's how I would see the matter of poison resistance. But maybe being able to spit acid blood, you'd be able to have a less chance of getting poisoned or something like that. Well, that's because his entire body goes on fire. But that doesn't mean that he's immune to, like, getting a skin burn, you know? Or sunburn, right? Just because he has fire-based powers doesn't mean he's immune to the sun's deadly X-rays, right? Alright, where's this next bit? More right. There we go. Not spit acid, so. It melt their blades. Has anyone ever actually thrown acid on a xenomorph before? I also suppose it depends on the acidity of the acid blood as well. Yes? Were they like affected at all by the acid? I suppose that's the important point. Were they affected by the poison and took lasting damage from it? Sounds painful, probably.
Time to hook up the resonance scanner.
The thing is that different types of acids have a different, not like level of lethality, but more so different levels of acidity, right?
We have full triangulation. Well done, miners. The drill elevator is on the way. Mount it and get those seeds.
If something is more acidic than you, it will definitely burn through you.
To take you to it.
Or, if it's an acid that's capable of corroding through other acids, it'll corrode through you.
A drill and an elevator all in one.
Fail.
Long way down and the locals won't appreciate the noise. Get on it and hit the switch when
Function
you're ready.
ship
We have
holes.
seeds to collect.
I guess it depends on the type of acid, right? Because, like I said, acids are all based on pH, I guess is technically the term. Depends on how strong the acid is. The stronger the acid, generally the harder it is to have a countermeasure to it. I think one of the strongest biological ones that humans know of is stomach acid. I don't know why. Stomach acid is like one of the strongest acids naturally occurring. And it's not really even that close. There's just something about how the body tries to digest things that's interesting. Has a pH of negative 82. Let's see. Stomach acid pH. Between 1 and 3. Wait, hold on. 1 is considered highly acidic. Stomach acid, also known as gastric acid, has a pH of 1 to 3. What the fuck? I forgot that human stomach acid is ridiculous. Negative 82. Strongest acids. Yeah, let's see. Hydrochloric is -7, sulfuric is -3 to -2. Let's see. Okay, so the strongest acid that I'm seeing here is tetrachloric acid, which has a pH of -10.8. Which means the xenomorph is 8 times more acidic. In a magical universe, how much more acidic would it be than fictional acids? Magical acids, I should say. I guess by any form of magic, there'd be an extent to which it'd be stronger, technically. I'd say they'd have a huge resistance to normal acids, more than likely. Which I think would be fair. Normal acids would be like us touching water to them. But give them a strong enough acid and just like everything else, they'll melt. Ooh, I can show you guys the cool thing that I can do. So, we can set up a drone. Can I set one up there? No.
Sentry gun needs assembling. Rock and roll.
Yeah, so I'd say it depends on what's shooting what's throwing the acid. But in most cases, they would be resistant to regular acid.
Sentry armed. Sticky boo. I'm starting the drill-evator. Get on it. Activating drill-evator. Get on board.
Alright, so then I just go on repair duty. Just let the 2 drones do their thing. And just do my shit. How are you doing, Buso, by the way? Hope you're doing good. Alright.
Swallow this. Keeping the drill-evator ready.
Fix you. Fix you. Let's see, what else are we working with? Everything is set. Nice. I'll take a look.
Tracks maintained.
I'll definitely try and finish the system as soon as I can, because I can tell that lots of people are interested in trying it. But I'm gonna have to, like, finish actually doing all the cards that I need to do to test it.
I'm maintaining the drill-evator. For Carl! A bit of spit and polish, and it
Out you
finishes
on stream. Like I said, I'll take a look. I'll see how balanced and unbalanced it is. I've always felt that when it comes to game balancing, you just need to make sure that that the players get lots of fun, but also aren't overpowered. Or, to put it into Full Metal Alchemist terms, equivalent exchange. Players often have the most fun with limitations as well, so... It's why I'm not gonna make anything that's like counter X spell. I want players that, when they're casting spells, to actually think about how they're gonna cast their spell. It makes it way more fun when you remove counter spell, because then, yes, the players don't have to worry about counter spelling, but it also means that the enemy doesn't have to worry about you being able to counter spell.
Wow! I could live here! Maybe open a bar or something!
That, and I've always found the idea of everything having counterspell such a boring idea. I mean, what kind of fucking boring magic system would give players just an out to go, well, actually, no, I'm just going to say no to all of your spells. Like, fuck you, no. You don't just get to, like, say no to just any spell whenever you want. You gotta think of a good counter to said spell. Someone's casting Fireball at you, shoot ice at them. You know? Like, why do you have to do the boring route and try and just stop the spell? There's way cooler ways to try it. That's why I added, like, a way to control spells as well with blue, or change probability with purple. Just anything more than just, I counter spell. It gives way more options for players when they can't just counter every spell that they see. Instead have to think about how their spells work. Ow. How many do I have? 6. No worries. I was just talking about how I don't like the idea of counterspell, because it's uncreative of a solution. I counterspell, thus you do not get to play the game. If you're gonna add a counterspell system, you gotta make it more in-depth. Like I said, if someone casts a fireball, what is a good counter to it? Shoot ice at the fireball, you know? Players engage way more when you give them the, you give an inch, they go a mile. Show them that if you counter with an element, that they can come up with ways to try and counter other spells with elements, you know? It also makes your players feel like they're really smart when they figure that out. Wait, we can counter spells by casting our own spells at it? I wonder what other ways we can counter spells with. You know? I don't know. Maybe I'm just an old man who just likes thinking about playing games. Where is Bosco? Not Bosco, Mule. There you are. Take my shit.
Morkite seeds collection complete.
Alright.
The escape pod button. Objective completed. Escape pod on
Jet
route.
boots.
Extraction jet boots have been released on the Drillavator, so grab a pair and get out.
Come on.
Platform!
Drop pod has arrived. The mule has been called back. Drop pod departing in T-minus 5 minutes.
Ready for the first round!
Honestly, I wish they gave you jet boots more often. I mean, this is such a fun way to traverse. Is it a slightly boring solution? Kind of. But I mean, look at
Fall
this.
back to the drawing board.
Like, just for the ones outside of that mission, just decrease how long you can actually use jet boots for.
Hovering.
Drop pod departing in T-minus 4 minutes.
Yeah. We're waiting for Mule, so. So let's see. Aside from cards, I just gotta work on a set of hero skills. What other cool things have I added to the system that I think you might be interested in? Artifacts are a fun system to work with. You just spontaneously combust? Conbust.
Retrieving escape pod.
Hey, I can still smack them. Hell yeah.
Initiating launch sequence.
Smacking dice.
Galactic, thanks you for your good work. Drop pod
Alright.
ready with or without you.
Let's see this essay that I've been sent. Okay. Fire weakness. Yeah, that's fine. Clawed hands. Extra mobility while climbing. Kinda like spider claws. Okay. Kinda makes sense. Yeah. Demonic spirit. Holy weakness. Yeah, that's fine. And yeah, better at hiding in closed spaces or dark spaces. Yeah, that sounds fine. Increases lightning damage. Lacerations with bleed. Attacks cause acid blood to seep from wounds. Such things. That's fine, yeah. Large variation of temperature causes penalties against attributes. Okay. Lashing tail, long tail, sharpened point. On par. That's on par with steel tipped spear. That's fine. Okay, interesting. So, increase damage from fire, holy damage, and lightning. But is better at moving around, better at hiding in close spaces. Has a long tail and has a guard head. That all sounds about fine. Basically, in general, you're better at mobility and covering for combat, but you take a lot more damage and are a lot worse in extreme temperatures.
Well done, Miner.
That sounds about fair.
Relay their personal appreciation. Because of your efforts, we are one step.
Let's see. I don't see too many issues. And lots of it can be summed up, so. Yeah, and it shouldn't be too hard to have that as well with the weaknesses that are there. I'd say just make it like a
I'll put it to good use.
tough head, so your character basically just has, well, can take a lot more damage than others. I like my Nerf gun though. Look at that. Look at the Nerf gun. uh, medium intensity flare. I feel like they're gonna add more flares, but they never do add any. Headbutt attack in D&D. I mean, all attacks in the game is basically summarized by cards, so shouldn't be too surprising. How many of those do I have? I can just buy some extra. Yeah, that's fine.
This is a steal.
Okay. Clear.
Mineral spot.
That's fine. It's 1d6 bludgeoning plus strength with con saving throw. Oh, damage in the system is very different from D&D, don't worry about it. This was back in 3E. Yeah. I don't know what 5E treats all their damage things. No, damage in the system is very different.
No!
You'll definitely see once I actually start up DMing for it, because again, it's not like D&D in terms of combat, because a lot of it is card based, so it doesn't like tell you everything that you're doing. But also, well, since we're gonna be hopping off it here in a sec, I guess I'll try and show you. Exit to desktop. Yes. Let's see. See if I can quickly show you guys what I'm talking about for the Guild Stack of Adventurers for combat. It's a lot, like I said, very different from 5th edition. Here we are. Can you see the screen? You can. Beauty. Let's see. Combat. There we are. Like, this is all the information for how damage works in the system. Your skill. Plus your card stat. I can see enemies' defense and AC. They're either attack versus defense pulls or just defense pulls. And then damage is just the main stat for like attack. And then for the fortune off, where damage is greater than or equal to 1. That's how damage works in the system. It's why I say it's a lot different from D&D, which is like, okay, you gotta roll this many dice, and that's how much damage you do. No, this system, it's calculated very differently. I did put 2 options for A versus D pulls, because I wanted it to be a bit more fun than just, okay, you roll this dice and can't add up all these modifiers. I wanted it to be a bit more interactive. Player choice and all that. So aside from that, let's see what else can I show you guys. Yeah. This is how many classes there are. Guess you're wondering there's any. My favorites are Ranger from Marshall, the Mantimos from Mixed, and is there any that I'm... Well, Arset is probably my more interested one in Magic. But yeah, 21 different ones, 7 Martial, 7 Magic, 7 Mixed. You'll see that there's an extra one right here called Mage, Mage is sort of like the mixture of all the other ones. As you can see, they all have unique stats and stuff. Characters get various talents, shortcomings, and hero skills. I can kind of show you what the cards kind of look like. When I actually make a card design, I'll upload a picture of it in here. But, yeah. Magic, there are 7 different colors of magic, as well as a null, or like ones that in general would show up. And there's actually some pretty fun ones in here, like someone suggested the idea of absolute melting point, where you can turn rock into molten what's it called? Molten sludge. Bountiful Nook. Vermiculation is also pretty fun, where you just turn people into worms. That's kind of fun. There are... Oh yeah, I added different resurrections for Ivory and Ebony. Both of them are pretty different. Necromantic and True. True requires die within less than a year in all limbs, while Necromantic only requires set their 75% of the limbs. Difference being is that True brings them back exactly how they were. Necromantic brings them back as zombies and skeletons. So, that one's a bit more fun. Oh yeah, I forgot about Centrifuge. You get, basically, it's a coin flip. And if you win, the target within range dies. If you lose, you die. It is so much fun. What other cool things are in here that I can show off? There's also a shit ton of lore. This is the Knights in Divine Six. They are essentially the deities for the knights. And each knight will basically have like a synopsis lore about each of them. They're all super fun and unique. And some of these will actually explain certain equipment that you can find playing the game. Lemony Fist, which are the guys that created everything. Unique gods. Let's see. Artifacts had their own lore involving the Tlax. The money is different in this game, where there's only 2 coins you have to worry about, iron and copper, and that's about it. Anything else to mention about the system that I've gotten done already? I've been working on doing languages. I'll try and like fully set it up by the time I actually publish it, but each of them are unique. I'll try and get like an actual the way that you're supposed to pronounce the letters in the languages, but those are kind of fun. Anything else? This is like all the monsters. I have been like absolutely going through a bunch of different monster stuff. Because they're so much fun. Like, monsters is just really cool to write for. They all have unique information on them. When I actually finish the system, well, when I finish all the character cards, I'll do all the monster stats for these, so you generally have an idea as a DM of how strong they should be. I have a section for the monsters deck. A whole section for equipment, which have been kind of fun to write. Oh right, I forgot about Keeper's Locket, which is really cool. This is a good example of like what the equipment will be like. This is like a miscellaneous that a player would be wearing. And its effects are draw 5 cards at the start of every encounter. You do not draw or discard cards at the start or end of the turn. And you may discard a card to draw a card. It is super fun. Draw. Ooh, what if I do draw cards equal to their one. That way you're always at least drawing a card, but now you can draw a bunch of different cards instead of just relying on 5 cards every encounter. But yeah, lots of fun things. And this is what I was talking about for all the stats. There's only 7 in here, see? But I'll probably end stream here because I'm getting a bit tired. We've been streaming for 3 hours of me just digging a hole. Is anyone live at the moment that I feel comfortable raiding? Oh, perfect. I haven't got to raid them yet, so thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Do appreciate everyone for coming by. I'll do my best to work on my model and work on the RPG system when I get a chance. But yes, enjoy your next 24 hours, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Bye-bye. Bye, YouTube crap. Have fun.